Good morning. It's time for an art update. Yesterday was actually a very difficult day for me because I was finishing one portion of this project and beginning the next portion. And whenever I do that, in this case, switching a sketchbook, there is a disconnect, and I have to find a new work rhythm in a way. Each sketchbook is different, each project is different, every page is different, and switching between them can sometimes be jarring. Now, usually when their pages are in the same story or using the same materials, it's not so difficult, but switching from this notebook with sort of a very a thicker, rougher paper to a very thin sketchbook was very difficult. It's going to take me a few days to get used to that. But first, let's talk about what I read last night. I have finished reading volume one, rereading actually, of Nausicaa by Miyazaki, and I've actually when I started it, I gave most of my thoughts as to the artwork. I do want to mention that this edition, at least, comes with a fold-out map. I'm going to assume this is done by Miyazaki himself. And there was an illustration, also a color illustration. Let's see. Well, this is a professional video, of course. In terms of the story, what struck me about the last 20 or 30 pages was I think Miyazaki was still experimenting with tone because the tone is sort of all over the place. We have a battle in the heavens where lots and lots of people die, and I mean lots of people. We have explosions, now we have people screaming as they're being burned alive, more people screaming and falling, and it's just awful. And then the airplane smashes through bugs, and we have well, those might be human guts and bug guts, and there's blood all over the place, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, Miyazaki, this is just terrible, this is horrible. Oh no, no, please make it stop. And then it's like, oh, explosions, and more people are crashing, and oh, look at this guy, he says, oh no, Princess, we're done for, we're dead men, and they're all screaming, and it's horrible, and it's just kind of like, oh no. But she's like, oh no, I can fix this. I'm the cute Miyazaki girl. Leave it to me. So, no, but the battle goes on and more people are crashing, and it's like, oh no, no. And then, kaboom, and look at this. More people falling to their deaths. And then, oh, their children falling to their deaths. Oh no, Miyazaki, what are you doing? What are you doing? And just look at the splatter and everything. Um, and she Nausicaa uses her cute psychic moe powers to save them, or at least save one of the ships. And they crash land, and they meet Shai Hulud, and Shai Hulud is like, oh no, we must cleanse the earth, and Nausicaa's like, oh, give peace a chance. And I'm still thinking, oh my goodness, look at all that death and destruction. I'm still all shaken up, but the story moves on. I don't think we're really meant to mourn for, you know, the last 1,000 people who just died. I mean, we never had a chance to mourn for the whole city that dies at the beginning, or Nausicaa's siblings. Anyway, Nausicaa meets Rastel's brother. Rastel was the girl that she encountered and who died horribly. And so she and the boy, I'm not sure his name is even given yet. It's the same boy from the film. Um, they meet in the forest, and Nausicaa's like, "Oh, look, looks like the great sandworm of Arrakis is cleansing the world," and that's cool. So it's kind of I like kind of the beauty and the wonder of the magic forest of glass and in light. That's all nice, but part of me is thinking like, oh, but what about all the people who died? I'm scared, Miyazaki. What are you doing? Anyway, so we're done with this volume. Next week I will start with volume two. There are 7 volumes, and I don't quite remember them, so it's a lot of fun looking back at this and getting this this kind of overview of Miyazaki tropes. So in terms of my art, I finished the line art for the St. Patrick's Day story, and right now I'm working on this tiny sketchbook, just doing the line art for now, where I'm telling a different story. It's about a princess who makes clockwork wings. And so these pages are much smaller, and I've got maybe 90 or so to go. I'm thinking I'll finish the line art in about a fortnight, and then I'll conclude the story with the last few pages in here, and then I'll paint all of these sketchbooks at once, and then that will be a very big change. And I may do some additional line art if the color isn't sufficient, but that will be a very different change, and I'll be working on all three sketchbooks. It'll be a lot of fun, but it's also a big challenge. So anyway, the task for the next 2 weeks is to finish the line art in here, and I will give you updates as that goes along. Goodbye.